Zombie apocalypse.
What is going on, everybody? DJ Numismatics, and I'm feeling spoiled. Got a box of pennies the other day, and went back, and look at here, we got a box of nickels. I was so excited I was going to rip it open, but I figured I'd wait and let you see it is a sealed box. Instead of ripping this open on stream, let me go ahead and pull that lid off, and we'll see if we get anything on the end. Be right back. Alright, so we got our tower open. And I'm not seeing no buffaloes, and I'm not seeing nothing screaming silver, but that doesn't mean we can't find some inside. Being my first box in a very long time, we'll actually be able to check for upgrades for the album. It's been a while since I've been in that box, or done a box, and I do believe in the album. I still need a 38S and a 50D. What would be the odds of finally getting my hands on a box and getting one of those coins? I'm hoping we at least get some silver, maybe a buffalo in here. You never know. Let me crack open roll number 1, and I'll bring you in on all my finds. See you shortly, I hope. We're in the first roll, and we already got something. And that's going to be a 1958 from Denver. We are on roll number 6, and I'm not just seeing one, but I'm seeing, let's see, well, there's one. Let's see. Where did it go? Well, here, let's pull the one out, and maybe I'll find the second. Got our first Canadian. This one is a, whoop, get back here, 1984. Let's see if we can find, oh, there's the second one. And that's a 1983. 2 Canadians, 1 roll. While you're here, let's just pull this out and see if it's an old one. Just a crusty one. Alright, let me go ahead and finish up with this roll, see if we can find anything else. We are on roll 11, and this box is not producing, but we do have another 1958 from Denver as well. Besides that, I did find this here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well. Let's see. If you look at Liberty and 2000, it must have been struck through a pretty heavy coating of grease, because they are really light. On camera you can't really see it as well as in person, but this coin has definitely been struck through some grease there. If we don't find a whole lot in this roll, this box, we may end up pairing this hopefully with another box next week. We are on roll 12, and if you look right here, I just got them laid out, and towards the back we're going to have our first 40s. That's a 1946 from Philly. I can check that for the little nick that Henny put in his counterfeits and see if it is a counterfeit. If it isn't, we'll just move on. As you can see, I'm not seeing a nick, and I think there was also supposed to be somewhere over in this area a die crack, and I'm not seeing that either, so it's not a counterfeit. We are on roll 21, and we got another 1958 from Denver as well. Roll 22, and we've got the oldest of the hunt so far, but it's not in the greatest of shape. 1940 from Philly. We're on roll 26. Sorry for the background noise. I had some carpets cleaned, and they got some fans running to dry it out. But I couldn't tell by the edge, but if you look right here, I guess I wasn't paying that close of attention. But it does look like it had been cleaned, so we got a 1945. Philadelphia, 35% silver, war nickel, in roll 26. Hopefully this box is going to heat up. Roll 29, and we now have the oldest find of the box. That's a 1939 from Philly. I will check that for the double Monticello and 5 cents off cam, and if I got it, I'll bring in. If not, we'll move on. Same roll as the 39, and we got a 54 from Denver. Roll 32, and let's see if I can find it here. We're gonna have foreign number 3, right? Where did it go? Right there. Let's see what we got here. Another Canadian, 1997. Same roll, and we got another 1954. This time from San Francisco. Let me scope this and see if we got the D over S. It's not the D over S, but if you look, I don't know if that's machine doubling, because the 54S does have an RPM, a few different RPMs on it. I'm not gonna say yes, I'm not gonna say no, but if I had to say, if it was gonna be one, it would be the RPM 001 FS. I do believe RPMs are 501s. Either way, kind of a cool oddity. Alright, let me see if we can find something else. I'm thinking it's probably with that mark right there. Probably, and right there. As you can see, it's probably machine doubling. Alright, let's move on. I'm on roll 42, and we've got another 1954 from Denver. And I noticed right back here, we got another date. That's a 1959 from Denver as well. Roll 44, and we're gonna get foreign number 4, and that is a 1982 Canadian. We are on roll 47, and ironically, we found a 1947 from Philly. Same roll. Looks like we're going to get another 1958. This time from Denver again. We are on the last roll, and it's going to give us at least one more find. That's a 1939 in horrible shape from Philly. I'll check that for any doubling. If we got it, I'll bring in. If not, we're going to hopefully find one more in this roll. If not, we'll do a wrap up. Well, there was nothing else in that roll, and for my first box in a long time, kind of upsetting. Not upsetting, but disappointing at least. We did get 4 Canadians, 2 39s, 4 from the 40s, including at least 1 silver, and 8 50s. I think I'll go ahead and wait and pick up another box and pair this with another one. Even though we did get a silver, I want to try to get just something else, because there was nothing to upgrade. So let me go ahead, see if I can't track down another box this week, and we'll finish up. See you when I get one. Well, I got lucky. Didn't have to wait an entire week. Called another bank, and they said I could pick up boxes. Hopefully that's a good sign that I can get boxes more regularly now. I did pop it open just to kind of check, because I went to work after I picked up the box, and I was excited to see if I found any enders. I don't see anything screaming silver or buffaloes, but there is a lot of old enders or older Jefferson designs in there, so hopefully we get something good to add to that last box. That being said, let's not dilly-dally. Let me get cracking in roll number 1. Of course, I just said older enders, and you got 2 newer enders right there. Let me rip these flaps off this box and we'll get started. First roll, and we've already got our first find. That's a 1941 from San Francisco. Very next roll, roll number 2. And we've got the oldest of the hunt so far. 1939 from Philadelphia. I will check that for the double Monticello. If we got it, I'll bring you in. If not, we're going to move on. Same roll. And if you look here and right there, we got a couple back to back here. We got a 1950. I think that's a 3. No, that's a 1955. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pause. Nope, it's a 53. From, I do believe that's an S. And it is 1953 S. And I'll probably scope that. It looks, that S looks a little funky. I don't know if that's just scraping or not, but right behind there, if you look, we also got a 58 from Denver. If I find anything interesting on that 53, I'll let you know. And while you're here, let's just flip this just in case. Just to 70. All right, let me get back to the hunt. Roll number 3. We got another 40s here. 1948 from Philly. While I got you here, this looks old. Let's just check it. That's a 46 from Philly as well. We might have a good box here. All right, let me get back to the hunt. Roll 5. And we've got another 1958 from Denver. We are on roll number 6. And we got another 1953. This time from Philadelphia. And if you look right back here, we got a 49 also from Philadelphia as well. Roll number 7. And we had an ender. It was reverse facing, so I wasn't sure what it was. But we got another 1958 from Denver. Same roll. Another 1949 from Philly again. Roll number 9. And we're going to have our first foreign right there. But if you look behind the foreign, we got a 58. Then if you come back here, we got a 55 as well. Let me go ahead and pull out that foreign. I should just say Canadian because that's, I'm pretty sure what it is. And it is a Canadian 1996. And our 58 right here is a probably Denver. And it is 58 Denver. Now, for the 55, let's see what we got. It's a Denver as well. I'll check that for the D over S, and if I got it, I'll bring you in. If not, we're going to move on. Hopefully, we'll find some more in this roll. This box has been awesome. Roll number 10. And I haven't flipped it yet, but it's got an S mint mark. So let's flip it and see what we got. 1952 S. Well, I got here, I see another mint mark here. And it looks old, so let's just check it. That's a 1958 D. Let's see if we can find anything else in this roll. Roll 12. And let's see if I can find it now. We got Canadian number 2. That's going to be in 1987. One of the good things about my job now, or my temp job that I'm doing right now, is I work with the cash register, so I'm going to exchange some Canadians. All right, let me get back to the hunt. Same roll, and we got a 59 from Philly. Roll number 13, and if you look right there, that looks old. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see what we got here. It is a Denver Mint, 1952. Same roll, we got a 1954 from Denver. Roll 14, and we got a 1940 from Philly. Roll number 18, and we've got another 1941 from San Francisco again. Roll 19, and we're gonna get foreign number 3. That is a 1994 Canadian. Same roll, and looks like we've got a 20 pence from 2010. Roll 21. Just got it laid out. And if you look right back there, we got a 1954 from Philadelphia. Roll 23. And we've got another 1949 from Denver. Let's throw it under the scope and see if it's got the D over S. Let's see here. Where is it? Right there. I do not believe that's the D over S. It does have something funky going on underneath there, but I do not believe that's the S. Alright, let's move on. Roll 24. If you look back here, I just got it laid out. That I do believe is going to be a proof. It is a blinger. That's a 1965. I do believe. Whoop. That is going to be most likely an SMS. Because that thing is blinging, and I can tell it hasn't been polished, so that's awesome. Alright, let's move on and see if we find anything else in this roll. Same roll, and we've got a 1957 from Denver. Roll 25, and we are going to get foreign number 5. And that's going to be another 1987 Canadian. Roll 29, and a couple coins in. We've got another 1959 from Denver. 2 coins behind that, and another 1958 from Denver as well. Roll 31, and if you look right here, looks like we're going to get another 1948. This time from Denver. Roll 33, and we got a 1953 from San Francisco again. Same roll, and a 59 from Denver. Roll 35, and we got a 1955 from Denver. I'll check that for the D over S, and if we got it, I'll bring in. But it's looking like that mint mark has been heavily damaged, so probably not going to be able to tell anyways. Roll 26, and we had an ender. And that's going to be a 1946 from Philly. Roll 39, and I don't even know what it is. It's definitely been scuffed down, but right behind it we got a 39 from Philly. I'll check it again for the doubling, and if I got it, I'll bring you in. Same roll, and we got another 1954 from Denver, and right back here looks like we got another 1959 from Denver as well. Roll 47, and it looks like we're gonna get foreign number 6 and it's another Canadian from 1989. Same roll, and this one definitely looks old. It's from Denver, and it's a 1953. Same roll, 1957 from Denver. Roll 49. And looks like we got another 1952 from San Francisco again. And 1958 from Denver. If you look right there, looks like it's also going to have a 1947 from San Francisco. And sure, why not? One more. 1954 from Denver. Roll 50. And got a 57 ender to end it. Maybe something else from Denver. Well, there was nothing else in that roll, but I would say this box was way better than the last. We got the 5 Canadians and the 20 pence. I got a few upgraders. I think that 65 is an SMS. We'll be able to check against the album. Speaking of upgraders, I do have some of the coins that I have from my multi-denomination hunts that I will pull out just in case we can upgrade. I didn't want to put them in the album unless we were doing an album fill. We got 2 from 39, 10 from the 40s, and 28 from the 50s in this hunt. Let me grab the coins and albums from my last hunt and we'll see what we get. Well, it's pretty obvious the first box was not quite as good as the second. I've got my books out. Let me go through all these and see if we get some upgrades. Definitely not going to fill 2 slots, but maybe some upgrades. Well, it's looking like in this first book, the only one I'm going to actually upgrade is that Blinger of a 65. That one is nice, but that one there is just beautiful. I don't know if it's, I want to say that it's definitely a SMS proof. That's a nice 65. There's some scratches in the field, so that there is flawless, almost flawless anyways. I'll slap that one in there. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to flip it. Let's just check it for full steps. I'm not seeing, definitely not full steps, but it is a beautiful specimen. So let me get that in there and we'll go on to the next. And for the second book, that 61D there is in way better shape than that one. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. If you come right over here, where is it? They're pretty equal, but that 57D has some really nice toning. I know it isn't picking it up here on cam, but it is actually really beautiful. Not to mention, it's going to be hard to see, but there is a few more nicks on that one than this one. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. Then if you come up here, that 54D is extremely better in a lot of different ways. And then, of course, right over here, the one silver we found, that 54, it may or may not have been cleaned at one point in time, I'm not sure, is way better than that one. So for a 2-box hunt, not too bad. First time I've been able to actually open up my, or not able to, but have actually opened up my album since the whole coin shortage thing. Of course, this box, 2 boxes had 10 different Canadians, or I should say 9 Canadians and a English or British 5 pence. But at least we got a silver in one of the boxes. That's going to upgrade my album. We still need to find that 2.6 million minted 50D and the 4.1 million 38S. Hopefully we can keep getting my hands on some boxes. So like always, everybody, I'm going to post a link right up here from my eBay page. Check it out. a lot of my hunts, I find good stuff and put it on there and hope to find it a new home. And then I'll also post a link down below for some of the sites to look up varieties. So no, till next time, everybody. Hopefully, like me, you can get your hands on some boxes again and start doing some good hunts. Till next time, everybody, happy hunting, and thank you for watching.